Welcome to Coffee and Tarot with Mama T. My name is Teresa, and I am doing a spread. I'm going to do a reading. I've been following along with Tarot for Tired People. S on Tarot for Tired People. She is sharing some different spreads that she created for herself, and I thought I would just go ahead and follow along with those. And I'm actually going to use the same decks that she is using on her reading right now. The first thing that we're doing is, for this particular reading, is it's called an adulting check-in spread. And the first question is the inherited definition of adulting. And we are using the Curious Travels Tarot deck. And I'm sitting in my living room. My dogs got tired of being up in my office. And so I'm at my coffee table in my living room, and I don't know how well this is going to work for recording. I've got a light here. It's nighttime. It's late. It's very dark in the house because I've got all the lights in the house off except for the TV and the living room lamp. And then, of course, this little light here that I put on my coffee table to try to illuminate something here. But I'm going to have to change my seating arrangement here, though, because this is... using this couch is not working great. All right, I don't know if this will work any better, but we'll give it a shot. I got a yoga bolster. It's about the right size. Okay, so back to where we were. And I'm sorry if all of my shuffling makes the coffee table and the camera jiggle. I will try to keep that as much to a minimum as I can. Okay, so this is an adulting check-in spread, and this was created by S on Tarot for Tired People, and I'm going to link her below. As I mentioned in one of my last videos, that, you know, she's another small content creator, and I'm just trying to send her some love because I have gotten all kinds of great ideas and enjoyment from watching her videos. So we are doing this adult check-in spread, and it's, I mean, I'm 57 years old, so you would think that I'd have this adulting thing down by now, but I don't know if anybody ever gets that way. I remember after my dad died, my aunt, who was like my dad's age, she was talking about when my grandmother died and how she was the one that was in charge of planning the estate and everything. She said that she was looking around for an adultier adult as well. So, you know, there are those times in our lives when we just do that. So the first card is a question of our inherited definition of adulting. What do we think we should have been able to do by the time we got to this adulting thing? Well, that is really the Four of Cups. That is what I've always thought of adulting as. I mean, my parents struggled. So my definition of adulting is very different from S's. S comes from a very competitive Indian culture, and her inherited definition of adulting was, you know, being the director of a major company, you know, corporate success, and all of that. And that's what she thought that she should have achieved by the time that she was, like 30 or 40. She's just turning 40. And I watched my parents just really struggle. That Jackson Browne song, what is it called? I don't remember the name of the song. I'll have to look up the name of the song, but the lyric is the struggle for the legal tender. That was my parents' life. They had what they needed in front of them, and they just had sort of a, meh, is this it kind of attitude about life. It was, the gals on the podcast, I've Had It, they wrote a book called Life is a Lazy Susan of Shit Sandwiches. And that's kind of the impression that my parents had of life. Life is a lazy Susan of shit sandwiches. So yes, I agree with this inherited definition of adulting. It's not what I have, to be fair. I have a much better life right now, and we'll see if the cards bear that out. But that's really all I expected from life. And then the next card is my lived reality of adulting. I get the King of Swords. That is much more in line with my reality. We'll talk about that more in a minute. And then the true measure. How do I redefine success on my own terms? And I would like to redefine, I'm going to try to zoom this in here a little bit. I'd like to redefine my adult life, be less in this swords energy. I work in the insurance industry. There's not a lot of emotion in that industry. And I would like to redefine my idea of success. And I get justice. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Well, maybe what I'm looking for is more balance. So I can jive with that. So then the next question is, am I there yet? Is it, what I think I should have achieved by now? And that card I get, let me move this up a little bit. I get the Three of Cups. Yeah, I feel like I should have had a tribe by now. And as hard as I try, I just don't. I mean, I have my wife and I have my daughter. And so that's the three of us, and that's great. And it definitely sustains me. But yeah, I think I should have found a tribe by now. Where I actually stand is right here. And I get the Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands is an opportunity. I stand with this creative opportunity being given to me by the universe to create exactly what I want and to be a creator, to have that passion, the fire of passion, the fire of creation in my life. And then the last question is, what's the next milestone for me? And I get the Ace of Cups. This is another offer from the universe. I mean, to get two aces back to back is incredible. To get another offer from the universe, and this is an offer of love and abundance, an overflowing, eternal flowing offer of love and abundance, and and it can be creation too, as well as this one. So I really like that. Let's get a couple of oracles to clarify. We are going to clarify with the Green Witch's Oracle deck. I don't know if that can show up here. I don't have a good view of what my spread looks like on my screen from where I'm sitting. Okay, that should work. All right, I'll use this deck here and see if we can get some clarifiers. I'm not sure what I want to ask on these clarifiers. What are these opportunities, Spirit? What are these opportunities that you want me to have? How can I redefine adulting and what are the expectations I need to have for this next milestone? Those are my two questions for these two oracle cards that I want to draw. What do we have? Autumn, bounty and balance. That goes with that justice card, doesn't it? Redefining my success on my own terms will look like balance. And then what are these aces? Power, courage, and strength. Well, I really like this spread. I like this spread. I think I will use this again. What do you think? Would you like to have a reading with this kind of a spread? Is this a spread that you'll do for yourself? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, it'd be awesome if you would subscribe if you like this kind of content. I am trying to manifest my audience to me and bring them into my community. I am looking to get to my first 100 subscribers, and I am going to celebrate that milestone, that next milestone, by giving somebody a free reading, and it could be you. I would just need to know that you're here. So if you subscribe, and just leave me a comment so that I know that you're part of my community, and then I will, you may be the one that gets a free reading from me. Thank you for joining me on this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye now.